Hey, what's up? This is your boy Juggy D, and you're tuned into Urban Asian. Brrrah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Urban Asian. My name is Christian Parikh, and today I have the super cool artist who will surely bring you nostalgia. Welcome, Juggy D, sir.
Thank
How's
you.
it going?
Very, very well. Thank you. Namaskar, salam, sat sri akal, and hello to everybody who's watching your show. And yeah, good to be here. Thank you.
I want to, before we get into your latest single, I want to
Mhm.
take you back to the OG Dance with You. Can we talk about the original? Because I know at that time you guys were the first ones to do it,
Mhm.
right? Tell me about how it came along.
It was purely by chance. It was not
Yeah.
done on purpose. It was right place, right time. And I think, sometimes when things happen like that, they're just meant to be. Because if I wasn't in that place at that time, Dance with You would have never had a Punjabi feature on there. There would have been no Punjabi in there. It would have been a straight up R&B song.
Hmm.
Uh, and who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have never have been as big as it was.
Yeah.
So the whole collaboration of having the fusion of in Punjabi and R&B was
Hmm.
um, was done for the first time so on purpose, but not on purpose, if you know what I mean.
Well, of course, of course.
So yeah, it was really cool. We toured for like 5, 6 years together and did a string of songs off the back of it.
Hmm.
And it was a good time. It was a great time.
So I've been reading a lot of comments, and a lot of the comments are saying in the new song Meri Ban Ja that came out with Jay Sean, which is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
It's
you.
definitely giving that OG nostalgic feels. A lot of the people are saying that it's a comeback song of the legendary trio. Do you see it that way? Because I know
No,
for an artist, music is always around, right?
of
So what are
course,
your
of
thoughts on
course.
that?
Of course, yeah. It's not a comeback song. It's a song that happened for many years, and the next one might never happen. There might not be another Jay Rishi Rich and Juggy D song,
Mhm.
And if there is, it might take 10 years next time. We might not even want to do another one. Who knows? Who knows? However, this is just another song which happens to have the three of us on it, which is nice. However, it's my single. It was planned as a solo track with Rishi producing it. And
Okay.
then we involved Yash. We did a session with Yash Narwekar, who's
Mhm.
from Bombay. And the reason I did that initially was because I wanted to mix the Punjabi and the Hindi because it's a huge demographic, right? In India, people listen to a lot of Hindi and people
Mhm.
listen to a lot of Punjabi. And sometimes the two don't always mix, but it's nice to mix them because, Hindi and Punjabi goes kind of hand in hand. Like
Right.
every Bollywood film will have a Punjabi song,
Yeah.
so I thought let's mix the two languages on this song, and that's what it was. That was the initial idea, and
I
then
feel
once
like it's the summer anthem. You know what I
ah,
mean? Like everyone's gonna have it on the entire summer.
well, that's very nice to hear. Thank you.
I want to say though, I feel like, and this is a great thing because
Mm,
I watched the video. The one
mm,
thing that will stand out to me is
mm.
your dance moves.
Oh,
Your dance moves, which I've seen from like ages ago. You know what I mean? I feel like when you bring that energy to the dance floor, which is like, and I've seen you live as well. So is that like, I know you talked about it before where it's like it's just something that you do. So is that like, are you a dancer as well, or is that something that you just kind of move with the music?
no, I actually can't even do a choreographed step myself. It's difficult. It's
It's like
so difficult.
freestyle.
Yeah, I just, you know what it is? I believe music and rhythm should come
Mhm.
naturally, right? So when I dance to the beat and I dance how I feel that my body should move at that particular time. So if the music's on, whatever comes out, comes out. And that's what happened with that hook step, in which
Mm,
is what it's now known as a hook step. For me
mhm,
at that time, it was just like we were on the set of Dance with You, right?
mhm.
And I was standing at the back of the crowd. There was all those b-boys and girls, dancers, and doing their breakdance moves and everything. And I'm looking at Rishi, and I'm like, bro, this is like a urban Indian song, right? We've
Mhm.
got no Punjabi dancers here, and he's like, yeah, I know, And I'm like, well, we need a little bit of Bhangra in there.
Yeah.
And, and he's like, oh, can you do it? And I went, yeah. I said, I can dance. And he's like, but not as a dancer. But I was like, I can dance. And he's like, well, you do it then. And I was like, oh, okay. So while we were filming, it was not planned. I just kind of moved through the crowd and went in and started busting some moves.
Nice.
Um, as they call it, cutting shapes, right? So started cutting shapes, and like everybody was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And they really started reacting naturally to that. And we caught that moment. We slowed it down, and it was really reflected nicely in the music video, and it became the signature step, known as like the Juggy D dance.
Juggy D.
I did it again in Sonier, and that
Mhm.
then became the hook step, and it's been running for 20 years. Even now I get, like, when my song comes on in a club, people will send me videos of people doing my dance move. So
That's
like,
amazing.
pretty crazy. Yeah, the fact that that move is still kind of embedded in people, like when they hear that song, it's like natural for them to go and break into that move, which is amazing. I love it.
That's awesome. I want to talk a bit about I know when you first started, how is the UK Desi music scene?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. How has the UK Desi music scene been different from when you started versus now? And in comparison to the US as well, in America, I'm sure you've seen it change
Yeah.
across the years.
Oh, oh, big time, big time. It's changed a huge amount. I think back when we started and when we created that new sound, if you want to call it, and that new kind of new vibe, the whole of, and it wasn't just us, but there was a time when everybody from the US, Canada, and India would look at the UK for what was hot and what was the latest sound, and everybody would look at the UK Bhangra scene because we were like the hub of Punjabi music. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that coming on 20 years has completely changed now. Canada is producing crazy music. The
Hmm.
States are producing crazy Indian Punjabi
Yeah.
music, urban fusion music, and India doesn't look outside of India anymore. It's
Hmm.
made within house. They've looked outside for long enough to kind of go, right, we've got everything we wanted. Now now all that stuff we've learned, we can do this and make it even better. And put our own masala on there. And I think on a whole, the scene has evolved so much. You've got like superstars, Punjabi, Indian, Asian, whatever you want to call them, however you want to pocket them, superstars out there. I mean, just giving you one example, the Jeet Dosanjh on Coachella was
Yeah.
a game
Game
was
changer.
a game changer. That was
Yep.
another game changing moment. And
Mhm.
look, that guy, he hasn't just come now he's been around for years.
Yep. Yep.
Go back in time to see his first videos. The guy doesn't even
Mhm.
look like he looks like now. Like, oh
That's
my
so
God.
true.
Yeah. So, that in itself is like, for new artists, it's like that. A lot of them think that they're gonna make it overnight now because
Mhm.
click and oh, my song needs to go viral, and
Yeah.
if it doesn't go viral, that means I'm not successful and I'm not a hit and people don't like me. Listen, things take time. They
Mhm.
take time. We at the time of our look, it's always different. Like when we did Dance with You, I had a song, a super hit song before that, Hey Gina. I didn't even know Jay Sean then. You know,
Mhm.
and that was my journey had already started. And then we did Dance with You together, and then that helped his journey start. And then we were together as a trio for the longest time, and then we went off and branched off and did our own things. And
Exactly.
that's what we're doing now. And like I'm 21 years in the business now, and
Mhm.
I feel like I'm starting all over again in a good way. In a good way.
Right, of course, of course. Things have changed like from when you started versus now, like you said, everyone has access. It's on your fingertips. So it's definitely different. It's great that you mentioned Coachella because I wanted to ask you, were you one of the artists that were also featured or performed at the um what's it called, the Glastonbury Music Festival in the UK? You were, right? I was okay, I was right, I was right. So that was a first for you at that time. Tell me about that.
So, if we, I mean, I'm not one of those artists likes blowing my own trumpet, but you
Mhm.
know, we have a very healthy CV when it comes to you know did this for the first time and did that for the first time and really some really nice accolades that we've achieved over the years, and that was phenomenal. Performing
Mhm.
at a festival where hardly any Indians have stepped on stage,
You said
and
like
that
years ago too. It's like not recent, like years ago when you first started. That's
exactly
insane.
that's what I was about to say, and that too 15 years ago. Like I mean, look, I can mention probably five things, okay, that happened in that era.
Mhm.
Um, Top of the Pops, massive mainstream TV channel.
Mhm.
When the UK saw three Asian boys
Mhm.
on TV on Top of the Pops, it was epic. Like it was like, oh my god! Like every television was on. Like every parent knew, every kid knew. Oh my god, those are our boys. Those are they claimed us. They claimed that we were theirs. And it was a moment. It was a moment in history to see three brown boys being on television singing. Well, me singing in Punjabi. English you get. We've had people on there like Taz has been on there, and Apache Indian Pudgy's been on there, and
Mhm.
Bali Good been on Top of the Pops. But to actually sing in Punjabi, I think I was one of the first. I think I
Wow.
was the first to actually sing in Punjabi on there. Actually, no, Taz Baji was. He sang Hindi. He sang a song. But look, there was that. There was MTV UK, the
Mhm.
Mobos. Rishi just shared a video of us performing at the Mobos. And that was like, babyface Jay Sean and me with this really grungy looking, terrible haircut. That just shows you how long ago this stuff was.
Mhm.
Southport Weekender, another main big festival in the UK that happens. So, we did really achieve a lot in a very, very early stage of our career. And over time, there's bigger and better things happening for our
Mhm.
scene, which is great. And it's amazing to see. Even just the collaborations. Like, look at the kind of artists, the Indian artists that are collaborating with mainstream artists now.
I know. Yeah, the one with Nick Jonas. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
there you
was
go.
amazing.
And this whole Diljit Dosanjh and Taylor Swift thing happening
I've
and
seen
Diplo.
that too.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's great.
It's
It's great.
it, it really is. Yeah, and Diljit, I feel like he's just doing all sorts of things. Like he's on a different level. I feel like he's just doing everything.
Yeah, he's gone into another zone. And he's elevated Punjabi music and
Of
our culture
course.
to another level, which is beautiful to see. I
It's
love that.
amazing. It's amazing. I think even at Coachella, people were admiring him for the fact that he was dressed in traditional clothes and
Yes,
spoke in Punjabi on stage.
absolutely. Rep your country, rep your people, rep your culture, rep your
Yeah,
style. You know, don't try to fit
exactly.
in, stand out.
Exactly, exactly. I feel like we need all three of you, you, Jay, and Rishi, to just come together and just talk about everything that you guys have achieved because it's amazing. Like we need
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a series of just three of you talking music
yeah.
because that would be amazing and I would definitely watch.
Cool,
um
cool.
so I want to talk about any future projects that you have going on, any tours that we can look out for, especially in America, in the summertime. Anything coming up that you can share with us?
Yeah, so the fact that I said I feel like I'm starting all over again is because I've launched my own YouTube channel, which is where you can watch Meri Ban Ja. You can go on to my channel, JuggyD TV on YouTube, and subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. Turn on the notifications. I have to do all of this now. It sounds so like 21 years into my career now I'm talking about YouTube, right? But that's the way things have evolved now. We've got to be part of that whole social media and digital world because that's the way it's kind of moving forward. So very, very happy to launch my own channel. My single is available featuring the boys, Jay, Rishi, and Yash. And I have another single dropping at the end of this at the end of this month.
That's awesome.
And it's with my brother V, who is a massive Bollywood Punjabi producer. Produced a lot of music for Bollywood and for Guru Randhawa.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, his biggest hits were produced by V. you know. And so
Looking
me
forward to it.
yeah, me and V have done a track together. It comes out at the end of this month, so I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, updates will be on my Instagram, the real Juggy D, and also if you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, you'll be one of the first to know when the teaser drops and stuff like that. So yeah, really exciting time.
Awesome, awesome. So excited. I cannot wait for another single from you. Now I want to take you back to memory lane. I want to see if you remember this. So
Okay,
2007, 2008, you were in Detroit, Michigan,
okay,
summertime.
yeah,
You, Raghav, Pit Scully,
yeah, yeah,
who was known by back then. Jay Scully is this his name.
yeah.
But do you remember that summer concert?
Yes, I do. I remember that tour clearly, the whole thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I was there in Detroit,
Okay.
Michigan.
Yeah.
You were wearing like this red and white tracksuit, and
Adidas.
I was maybe like a freshman in high school, like a ninth grader, 10th grader,
You have a
and
picture.
I ran up to you and I was like, I want a picture, but it was like 2007, 8. I didn't have a phone on me. And
Oh,
then
okay.
like, oh, like I want a picture. He's like, where's your phone? I was like, I don't have a phone. But and then you found a marker. You're about to go because you were done with your performance. You're one of the headliners. You're about to go to your hotel or whatever. You asked one of your guys to find you a marker so you can autograph for me. They found a red marker. We had no paper. I was like, autograph my hand.
Oh,
So and then I went home and I took a picture from those like disposable cameras of you signing my hand.
oh,
I
wow.
was trying to look for it today and I couldn't
Yeah.
find it, but like I still have your autograph on my hand and I took a picture of it from
That's
2007 in Detroit, Michigan.
that's
That was
so
such a fun concert.
that's so amazing. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for your
Yeah,
support. Thank you.
of course, of course. And I want
Oh,
to see another concert with all three
well,
of you, or just you all around the US. That'd be amazing.
yes, absolutely. We are planning that. We haven't been. I just didn't come to back to the US or Canada for a while because I wanted to come back with a body of new work.
Hmm.
I just want to turn up with my old catalog, you know, after all this time and be like, oh, all right, I'm here again, and guess what? I have no new music.
Yeah.
I didn't just didn't feel that right vibe. So we're doing a string of songs, and yes, it's on the books. You will see the announcements on my social. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be real soon. And when we do it, we'll do it big and we'll do it proper. So yeah, it'll be fun, and I can't wait though because I know I have a huge fan base in the States and in North America, Canada, and everything. So, you know, big up to you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support that you've shown. I'm on a new journey now, so I would love for you to, you know, really kind of support my new music, and I hope you enjoy it. I think you will love it. It's like a new me, a new era, you know, and new vibes, new music. So yeah, enjoy the ride.
Well, we're here for it. We're here for it all the way to support your music. And
Thank
thank you for releasing the new music because it means the world to us. I feel like in this busy world, that moment of nostalgic vibes or having your favorite artist release a new song, I think it's everything. So thank
thank you.
you for giving us
Thank
your
you.
music and thank you for your time, Juggy. It was amazing talking to you. And
Thank you.
I cannot wait for your new single coming up next month.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.